Hello everyone, and welcome back to Subnautica. We last left off, we are in the deep base, I do believe. Beacon 7, I think we're in the deep base. And we were in need of a blue tile. So apparently we didn't pack enough stuff to do what we needed to do. So let's take a look at what we need for a blue tile. I think we needed to go to the main base to get some necessary items to make the blue tablet. So let me find the blue tablet. Somewhere in here is a blue tablet. There it is. Oh, we need cyanide. Okay. And we do have some at the top. All right. So we don't have to go hunting it down. Health is 75. Can we repair this? Let's say there's that magic spot. Okay.
All systems online.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for having all systems online. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to make a quick trip to the top side, which isn't a bad deal. We'll get some water. Right. Boom, boom. And as I was saying at the end of the last video, and in fact I had to go back and watch that last little bit because it's been a couple weeks since I've actually gotten a chance to record any of this. We're getting very close to the end of the story here. So basically what we're doing now is we've got to have this blue tablet in order to open up the last little section. And then we're going to have an interaction with the story, and then the story is going to require us to go do one more task, and then we'll pretty much be at the end of the story as far as being hunted. The very end of the story is escaping the planet. So we'll see how fast we can get this done. But I need this. And again, if you haven't played the game before, this is one of those, I'm taking advantage of a moment of knowing that in a little while we're going to need that, and it's just going to save us a stop. We're going to need a bunch of other stuff, and that's just one less thing we have to pick up. We're right there. And like I said before, this was never meant to be a hey, this is how you do this kind of video. This is more or less just me playing through the Subnautica universe. And we've definitely talked about some little things we've done along the way. That's actually important right there. And I will show you what those are about. There we are. Now we're en route. Now we're on the safe path. You know, and one of the things we could have done to improve, like, doing this a little more efficiently would have been to relocate our base closer to Life Pod 3. Because you know you're going to do a lot of this back and forth stuff. And there's actually quite a suitable place for it. Not far from here, right here. There is another underground volcano close by that works well with the thermal deal, but you don't have to use that either. You can use so many different ways to power the base with the solar, with you can use nuclear, you can use the bioreactor. I like the thermal because it's a little less babysitting with it. You don't have to feed it fuel. Solar, the only problem with solar is when you try to do a lot of work at night, you deplete the batteries. But if you put enough of it up there, each solar panel adds to the total amount of solar you can store. So I just prefer the volcanic, the thermal. The aliens seem to think it was also very smart, because that's what they were using to power most of their stuff. I love our floating stuff until it draws. Okay. Welcome home.
Captain.
All right. How's our inventory? We've got lots of orange tablets. What we need is some of this. All right. Guess that was enough to get excited about. All right. I'm always of the adage, if you have enough to make one or make two, go ahead and make a second one. I don't think we need it, but again, it's been long enough that I don't want to go back down there and find out I need another blue one or I need an orange one or what have you. Rather just take it. All right. Let's go grab the water that's over here and get a bite to eat, and let's head back. Really, really need to get things moving. I just wish that was something that would store just a little better. Okay, so we got emergency food, we got plenty of water left, so let's drink one of those. Whoops, no. I'm in transfer mode, not deal. So eat, eat, eat. Lantern food. Okay. Come on. I know it's hard to walk in your flip-flops. All right.
All systems online.
Wasn't my intention to have to come back, but here we are. And hopefully we'll make this quick. Now, one of the nice things about what we're doing right now is once we complete this part of the story, which is what we're progressing, once we get this blue key or tablet in place, it's going to progress the story, and then we got to do a few more things, and I'll let that story develop. I don't want to give anything too far much away other than what I've already said, but we're going to progress the story. And then once that part of it is done, once we've crossed that threshold, the point between that part of it ending and the part where we actually leave the planet, it doesn't matter how long it takes us to do. If you want to play the game for another, several months before actually leaving. That's entirely up to you. They do have a sandbox mode that is just like open play and you don't have to collect anything. But I think there's a certain reward in actually like having to, you know, find the things you need to make things. It makes it a little more restrictive, but you can actually just go in and play sandbox mode and just go crazy building stuff. But some of the funner moments I've had playing the game is when I've got the warpers off my behind and I've been able to just play the standard game mode with all its good and bad features and not have to worry about the warpers chasing me because I'm infected. And that's the time when like I will build the submarine or, you know, different bases, places and stuff. Get creative. And that's another thing too about playing. Don't be afraid to build bases all over the place. Don't get yourself locked in. Like we've built 2, but if I was uncomfortable about a place, I would just figure out, okay, what do I need? I need solar, you know, to a certain depth. You know, it won't work, but generally you just need some power and you know, basically a little tube, and you can build little, you know, places to hang out and hide. Same way with building things like the submarine. You can build the submarine and just put it someplace and just keep it there. It uses a lot of energy to move and operate, but if you stick it someplace and you just turn everything off, it gives you a place to work from. And especially if you make the thermal reactors for it, you can find some place to park it where you have thermal, and it keeps the batteries charged, and it becomes kind of like a little underwater RV. You just park it at the RV park and use it as you need it. So okay, now we really don't need to go back. You know what, we'll go ahead and park this over here. I was trying to think how I wanted to handle this, but we don't need to park this in the base. We just need to park it someplace safe. I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to get destroyed. So let's kind of tuck it back here. And then when we need it, we can use the Sea Glide. Out, please. Alright. We don't need the map. Alright. So we're going to go back to the sea prawn. Or I should say the prawn suit is the proper term for it. And I didn't think about it, but I should have grabbed a couple of beacons, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think we'll be okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right. Let's waddle our way back. This thing is such a monster to walk. I can't imagine in real life trying to actually like walk this up an uneven surface. It would be so just throwing you around. It would be definitely something you'd have to get used to. It'd be almost like seasickness kind of. Some people would be really good at it. Some people would probably be sick all over. All right. Can we hop? Yes, we can. Better than I thought. Okay. Now the nice thing is this will rebuild these uh, energy cubes here, and we can get more of them. We really don't need more. Not at the moment. Well, what's nice is eventually you can get to the point where, oh, let me go this way, where you build those ion batteries. Easy, careful. You build those ion batteries, and those things are just very, very long life. It's like upgrading to lithium batteries in some of your stuff. It's just amazing. All right. New places. Okay. Here we go.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
She's a big Leviathan. All right, here we go down. You know, and props to the aliens that built this. Thing is, I don't know how similar she is to the dragon that we had to fight in the volcano. She looks similar. Sounds like he's trying to come through. All right. Something's got a trigger. There we go. Insert the cube. There we go.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Okay. So now, let's see if we have the blueprint from talking with her. Nope, battery charger. Environments and... Whoops. Tab out. Okay. Let's see if we need to put an ion cube here. Like I said, it's been a few days since I've played this. I don't remember all the sequencing, but this makes sense. Okay. The door
With
outside.
the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Okay.
New blueprint acquired.
So now we need to make an enzyme. So let's go to our blueprints.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Everything is docile here. No one's hunting. Okay. So let's pin this enzyme. And then you'll notice the one I picked up is one of the pieces we need. Now we need to gather the rest of these items in order to complete this this mission. So the two things we can do, we can go through here, and this will take us fairly close to the island with the gun. Or we go back to the top, which will take some doing, but we can do it. And we use the other portals that we used to get to the deep base. There are 6 of them up there. I did not show them all to you, but there are 6 different ones. And then they lead to different places. And that tends to be the easiest way to go after all these pieces. So here's where the second part of this adventure begins. We've got to get back up here. Okay, I always found the hardest part of this, not getting up here, but getting up there. So we need to take a sneak peek, because you're going to have to grab onto something. Let's see if I pull this off. Oh! And that's how you get back out. I was not expecting to be successful at that first try. Oh, come on. But this goes back to what I was talking about with the grappling hook and that extra jump jets. It gets you out of sticky situations such as that. So let's go mine some more ion cubes, because we're going to need a few more. Alright. Okay. So for orientation's sake, as that rebuilds ion cubes, we're going to call this our right left. So to my right, the very first door is where we came from. And this one should be lit. We'll go back up here to double check. Oh, come on, walk. You can see this one's lit. So this is the one that leads to the deep base. That's where we've got the sea moth parked. So that will help us orient, because we've got to make the enzyme, which means we've got to go back to a base in order to make it. So what I'm doing is I'm giving myself some orientation. So by looking at the entrance here where the tablet went, I know that it's the first door on my right. So now we're going to go to the second door on my right, and we're going to open this portal, and it should take us fairly close to one of the enzymes we need.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Okay, I lied. That's not what's in here. But there are other portals. This is not one of them, as the computer told us. So we will take the information about the Emperor to Leviathan.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Come on, William. Let's go. Whoops. Come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Fine, we'll take the long way. I was trying to speed things up, and all I did was take longer. Come on. Like I said, this thing is like trying to ride a duck. So this is still the right-hand side, or what we've determined as the right-hand side. If you want, you could face the ion cubes and call this left, whatever you want to do. Right. Holy Moses, where'd that thing come from? Let's store that. Almost afraid to go in now. Okay. Where'd you come from? Okay. I turned myself and lost orientation. Good Lord. Now, you don't have to use the prawn suit to maneuver around. I do it because some places you go, you're underwater, and some places you go, you're out in the open, and this happens to be underwater, so. And generally the things you're looking for are fairly close by. In fact, we can actually look at, because it'll tell us what these are. So we need some sea crown seeds, some eye stalk seeds, some fungal samples. This will be over by the Aurora. Some ghostweed seeds, and the bulb thing. So we have the one, even though I put it away. And I think what we need is that right there, that eye stalk thing. So let's go grab that. You know what? Probably be best not to store the pieces, because then I will know what I'm doing here. So let's put away some of this other stuff here. We don't need all of that. Let's put the tablets away for now. Let's drink a water. We Probably put that away. Grab a food. Okay, so that gave us that. So now walk back to the portal, head back, go to the next portal. So some of these things that I was doing that may not have seemed to make any sense will start to make sense. So like building the second sea moth bug and putting it in the moon pool puts us close to the portal that was down with the hatchery. So we can use that to our advantage. And that gives us a little vehicle to move around up top. So instead of getting stuck with moving without any vehicles and slow you down, make some vehicles and you leave them where you need them. Okay, so that's all the stuff for the right hand side that we were looking at. And again, got more ion cubes if we need them. So now let's do left front. I think the middle ones are the non-portals, but I could be wrong about that. All I know is there's one here. All right. Onward and outward. Now the other thing you can do, thanks to all of your beacons and all the things, you can kind of see where you are. So we're still 1,000 meters away, 700 meters away, 700. So we're a couple hundred meters underwater still. Right. Now see, this is one where leaving something behind, like a beacon, is helpful because this is kind of hard to find. But we're here for something important. I am going to leave the prawn here. See if we can't do this without taking it with us. We'll use sea glide. But we should be relatively close to what we need. Let's see if it's... Can I get it from this? No. We have to get it from the... There's like a mother or base mushroom. Right here. It's kind of like the mother of all the mushrooms. Maybe we have to get the actual mushroom part. That was it. Oh, we've got a bit of a glitch. We're not losing oxygen. Something's wrong. We should have... I was already starting to think we need to get back because we're going to run out of O2. That's weird. Well, I don't want to, like, be foolish and take too long because it may be a counter I'm not seeing. Okay. All right. And I'll tell you, the first time that you have to go look for all this stuff is quite interesting because you're scanning everything. You're trying to figure out every little nuance. And so when you've played it a couple of times, it's so much easier because you know what each of these portals mean, and that okay, they're taking you close to your destination. They're really kind of holding your hand. But you don't know that when you first start. Okay. Next. Oops. Other way. Okay. Here's some more information. It's like a giant aquarium. But do you remember that thing that we passed over that looked like an intake tube? And that's what all this is. They're bringing water from different parts of the planet to circulate through the aquarium where the Empress is.
Integrating new PDA data.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Probably had two functions. Probably one to keep the biome alive and healthy, and the second one is that they got the enzymes. They'd be able to spread it around the planet in a faster function. Okay, so this is the right hand side to the back. Here we go. Walk through. Also makes me wonder how long they've been gone. Ooh, hello, guy. Get out of here. Come on. We don't want to deal with you. Off you go. Okay. Come on, go away. Yeah. Go. Everybody's excited to see me. Go away. Alright, so what we need here is this little purple globe thing. That's the one I believe that is closest to the little enzyme thing. Are you coming this way again so I can... What are you chomping at? You got nothing going on. Alright, let's see if we can get this real quick. And I was correct. That was that one. Okay, so now all we need is one more. Let's see if we can find it. I do believe it could be in this. It sounded louder than what it was supposed to be. Holy crap, dude. You're just a pain in the butt. Okay. I do not see it. Let's take another peek over here. I don't want to go down too far. Like I said, it's kind of a pain in the butt to move around. Go away. Go away. Alright. Let's find easier places to get this. Okay, so we have a few ions. Okay. What the heck? What are you catching on fire over there? Or is that some bleed through for the the dragon outside? Maybe that's what it is. Oh, wrong one. That's the middle one. We want this front one. Okay, so this is going to take us back to the cave where we grabbed the sea moth to go get the blue tablet. So we're going to go back through here. I think this last piece is going to be close to this one, if memory serves me correctly. And we need the sea moth anyway, so we can go make the enzyme, and then we get to the next phase of our plan. Okay. If it's not like right here, I think I know where to find it pretty quickly. Really? It wasn't even out of the cave that long before you come rolling over here. You big horned crazy monster. You big crazy monster. All right. It always sounds worse than what it is. And you don't want to look back. But he's got such a big head, all you have to do is just find something to run under. So now you can see that's the one I grabbed earlier. But I think the other one we need is also... Okay. If you saw a bit of a cut there, I do apologize. I got called away, and I didn't get to shut the game off completely. And we are exactly where we were when we left off. Other than there might be a slight shift in the in where the position of the ship was. I'm just gonna... We'll do our best to edit that as cleanly as I can, and I'll make it a transition so that you can tell that there's a pure edit there. And I do apologize. It was more of just getting yanked away. So we're gonna go over here to the deep base. Now we can't quite get to where we need to go in the ship, but we should be able to get close. I should be able to stay high enough. And I'm hoping this is one of the places where our plant will show up. So I wanted to keep the ship close by so that I can get oxygen. So I'm gonna go take a peek here. See if we can't find. Get rid of that. Come on, be here. I'm gonna go this way just a little bit. Oh, the breathing thing is working again. Maybe it's over by this tree? Got a few more seconds. Nope, I don't see it. Unless it's down there, but we don't have enough oxygen to get that far. Okay. Now there's a couple more places we can take a look. One place we could look that I didn't even think about till just now, that the little biome where the Empress is actually has some of
Welcome aboard,
those
Captain.
pieces there too. And I didn't think about that. But we'll see if we can't do this without going that way. We'll go towards the Degrassi base. You know what? No, let's... That will take far longer to do than just go back. We're just going to go back. We should be able to find one in that little biome. So let's go put this back over where we parked it. I left prematurely. Alright, let's put you back where we left you when we had to walk away. Alright. Is that nickel? It is. We could use nickel. Nickel's always handy. So anyway, I got called away because we had I wouldn't call it an emergency. It was something. Hi. Good to see you. Can you not see me anymore? Turn around. There you go. Good job. It wasn't like, you know, a life-threatening, emergency, but it was enough of, everybody's fine. Everything's good.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hello. What are you doing in here? Get back in your biome. This is mine. It was one that just, it required to get up and handle. And unfortunately, when I walked away, I left the computer somewhat unattended and the recording going. And then the computer went to sleep and it shut everything off. So I tried to put myself back at the last point, which was right about where I was getting into the Seamoth there. So I tried to line everything back up the best I could. It's like I said, we haven't missed anything by any stretch of the means. Alright, where's... Yeah, okay. Ta-da! So anyway, it was a minor emergency, but it was one that called me away longer than I had thought it would, and it is what it is. Like I said, at this point, the game where we picked it back up at the edit was pretty much almost as close as I could get it. And all it was really was just kind of moving about and grabbing a couple of those enzyme pieces again. So not a big deal. Big enough to matter, but not a big deal. And there is what we're looking for, right there. I'm glad we came back down here. Hello. You are what we need. You are what we need. Okay. So now... we have everything to do the enzyme. Hang in there. Ooh. At least she's a nice Leviathan. Okay, so where... okay, it's over here. You need to tell your angry cousin to, like, ease up. He's outside trying to burn the place down. Can't you hear him? He's very angry. Alright, so we're going to go through this portal and show you where this goes. Good lord. Okay. Let's fix this. I didn't realize she was in such bad shape. Okay. We're going to leave her here. We're not even going to bother to try to do it because we have transportation right there. And this is why I put this here. I've played this enough that having this here saves so much time. Instead of having to take that prawn suit all the way back to base to do this, we do this. Now, other things I have done, which are also very useful, is I've actually taken the time to build a tiny base right here. You're high enough up that the solar works. All you need is a tube and a hatch and a essentially a wait, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my bearings straight, and a replicator thing, the deal that makes all your stuff. I forgot what to call it. So if we would have, if we'd have had that set up, which is, like I said, I've done that in the past.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, that's good. I've done that in the past runs where I'm doing like the runs where you can only die once. You know, the permadeath. That's the term I was looking for. Permadeath. So that's a good alternative to even having that. It's pretty simple to build a little base over there. So you just build it because you know you're going to need one right there. That's an easy way to get out. Get your enzyme built and then go right back and place the enzyme. Really? What the heck, guys? This is a little longer because we didn't do that. But we were trying to play the story mode a little more. So now... Oh, hush. We don't have our defenses on this one. Okay. Hit everything. Other than hitting every fish in the ocean, to me the sea moth is like my favorite part of cruising around. I wish it would go deeper. I know you can do a lot of mods and stuff. I think Reefy's stuck in our building. He's just insistent that he's going to swim through our moon pool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hello. Okay. Fabricator. That's the name of this thing. Hatching enzyme. Beautiful. How's our inventory look? Okay, so let's go. Grab some of these. Bit of water for now. Okay. Let's take our water. We're probably good on salt for a while. Alright. I'm gonna drink one of these and let's go back. Thought she was in need of repairs. Oh, we don't have the storage unit over here, so. Okay. Ooh,
All
dark.
systems online.
Alright, Bug, let's go. When I first played the game and I heard that sound, it was so ominous and so deep, and I was thinking, oh good lord, that's going to be the worst monster. And it's one of the gentle giants in the game. They don't even do much. You just swim there and make noise. Easy there, easy. The first time a Reaper grabs hold of you, like did a few episodes ago, that'll shake you up. Especially if you're not expecting it. have to say the most interesting thing that I have probably, I don't want to say learned. I was trying to think of a better word than learn. I guess the thing I've had to overcome that's really been frustrating is snafus with the game. And not just this game, just doing recordings and stuff in general. You do it with the most intent to do straightforward. You know, you don't want to make you don't want glitches to happen. You know, I've had videos that I've had just major issues with, and I know there's other content creators that have talked about it as well, where you know you had all the best intentions to try to do everything clean and not have any issues and stuff, and then you have issues. You have glitches. You have recordings that don't go well. Just whatever, the sound doesn't go on, and oh shoot, that's just fine. I didn't expect her to come in there though. That was kind of creepy while I was talking. Come on, prawn suit, let's go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wow, that thing just came in there right after me. All right, here we go. So no, it's just been, it's the thing. I mean, I was looking as like I've got over 100 videos I've done, and most of them are most of them are very good in the sense of they haven't had a lot of issues. But boy, I tell you what, nothing deflates you more than when you have kind of like what happened in this. Not a big deal, just more or less just being pulled away. But I've had some that we just get absolutely ruined, and it's really hard. It hurts because you. All right. Oh, looky. Little baby Leviathans. Hi, guys. Alright, better get some oxygen here. Let them have their moment with Mom.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seas to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Aww. You looked so vibrant just a few minutes ago. Okay. So, this is the thing that baffled me the most, was you don't know what the cure is, but it's this. This is the enzyme that the creature puts out that cures the imbalance and the disease. And we are healed. So now
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
And now we've healed the planet. So there's one last thing to do. Go easy, there's a big monster that way. Now the warpers are still a danger. Have to be careful. I mean, obviously going in here does not save me. But they do not walk on land, so I'm safe there. And that was one other confusing spot. It's like, okay, you figure out the enzyme and you find out, okay, I don't have the disease anymore. But the warpers are still chasing you and you can't do anything else. And that's because you're still trapped here. And the reason you're trapped here is because the alien complex still thinks you're infected. We have to walk our way all the way back to the gun turret and give this thing another very unpleasant blood sample with a needle the size. Well, I don't know how big that thing is, but it looks big. Yeah. And now the whole place is dark. And dormant. So now the cannon is turned off. And the warpers will leave you alone. And the story is nearly complete. The last little tidbit is building the rocket ship to leave the planet. Now at this point the warpers will leave us alone. They won't bother us. But we are still susceptible to being prey to everything else. Nothing has changed on that front.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's the dawn of a new day. As you can see, the enzyme is floating freely in the water. And the planet is being cured of the disease. So now We can turn that enzyme off. And where is it at? We can start building this. So, now look, the warpers. Leave us alone. We are no longer a threat. Okay, so we're going to head back to base. And I'm going to go ahead and use that as a save point. And then in the last episode, we'll go ahead and we'll build the rocket and we'll head out. But we'll leave the prawn suit there. That's a good way to get back to the main base. We'll probably need some more of the ion cubes, and that's a good way to get them. So we'll leave that there. And the sea moth down in the deep end can stay down there. We can always add the defensives to this particular sea moth, the bug, as we gather the needed supplies to build the rocket ship. So this kind of brings Subnautica close to an end. I mean, we will build the rocket ship and blast off and head to parts unknown and rescuing ourselves. But this is pretty much it for the story. It's such a unique game. It's like, this is the time for me when I would normally like, okay, now's the time to explore. You're not under the gun. You're not under the pressure. Now's the time to do the deep dives and learn where things are and learn your way around and make your next game easier. You know, pick your spot where you want to build your base. Where are things going to be the most convenient? And we need some water. I wonder if that big reaper is still going to be hanging out. Trying to move our base. Time-wise, this will work out pretty good too, because I am at a point with recordings and releases that this should get me through the end of February. And there's another game coming out here. He's still here trying to push us over. You're going to be here and be noisy, aren't you?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There's another game coming out towards the end of February that I'm very intrigued with, and save the game. All right, let's put that there because Reefy's going to be super loud. So anyway, thank you very much for being a part of this. I'm sorry for the little glitch, but like I said, something pulled away, kind of a semi-emergency. So I do apologize for that. But nevertheless, you guys got to see essentially the whole story part. We'll do one more episode where we build the rocket ship and we launch off the planet and basically escape at this point. Like I said, this basically ties really well into releases to start March off with something new on Sunday. So there's a game releasing at the end of February, and it's something that I've already purchased, and I look forward to playing it. And I played the demo, and it's neat. It's different, and I'm hoping to make that the Sunday thing. A different type of survival game away from Long Dark. But there'll be more news about that in the community section of the YouTube deal. So with that, I'm going to say thank you again. Appreciate you all joining me for the Subnautica ride. It's been fun. I love this game. It's so unique. The underwater portions are so beautiful and just colorful and full of light, and just the whole thing is so cool. So um, we'll catch you on the next episode as we escape the planet, and then from there we move on to new adventures. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.